Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for allowing me to interview you and feature you on my site.
Well, thank you for being on the show.
No problem. Thank you for having me. Okay, so a question that I normally like to ask my features, based off of my brand, what makes you not your average guy?
To answer that, I really feel as though I feel like I'm at this point in life, I'm comfortable in my own skin. I'm really comfortable with just sharing myself. Not feeling like I have to do with just society, like what's like in mainstream and things of that nature. At this point, I'm like, well, whatever. Everything that I'm interested in, I don't care. I don't care what people think at this point. So I feel like at that point, just to sum it up, that's about it.
That's good. That's really good. I like that individuality and showcasing, just who you are. So that's really good. So you're a radio personality. What started your career in radio, and why radio?
Be honest with you, I never wanted to do radio. I never thought about it in my life ever doing radio. It happened by accident. I was 14. I'm gonna try to make a long story short. When did you come to Houston?
3 years ago. So 2014.
Cool. I asked because before that, I was gonna ask you, was you familiar with the North Side or whatever? It used to be a black-owned school district. Before ISD that was started, that was closing down. HISD took over. In one of the closing meetings, it was a personality that came to one of the meetings. My mom pointed out, like, hey, she worked at the station. Me being 14, I'm a rapper. So I'm thinking, I rap, you do radio, we need to be friends. I ran up to the lady in the parking lot. I was asking her, how can I be a part of the show or whatever? And she said, come here, we're doing this time, blah, blah, blah. And everything else is history.
That's good. That's good. So could you describe to us like your style of radio and, kind of what you do and who you feature and, just let us know more about Waking Up with Joseph.
Waking Up with Joseph is a hip-hop show. It's 7 to 9 every Saturday morning. The show really, really focuses on underground artists. I would want to say that. Really trying to highlight things in the culture of hip-hop. And not just hip-hop. I feel like the culture, aside from just music itself, I feel like the show is very inspirational. It's like, you heard the soulful segment of the day. Other than that, also the show highlights new businesses. It's actually a segment called Give Me the Business. We'll bring new businesses on and they just talk about their business and things of that nature, how they got started, getting their story. That's about it.
That's good. That's good. So what inspired Waking Up with Joseph, and how did you come up with the name, and how did you, just kind of get going with this?
Okay, I started interning at 14. When they hired me at 16, the show was originally Generation X. I did not make that name. They made that name. I'm 16. I'm like, hey, you get that show. Let me name it. You feel me? But I think when I was 18 at the time, they gave me the opportunity. It's like, okay, actually, no. I was at home and I said, I can't do this name. I can't do this name. I was actually looking up other radio shows that I know I like Sway in the Morning. I'm not gonna start naming a lot, but Sway most definitely. Sway, you the real MVP. After looking at shows like that, I didn't want to in the morning because everybody had it in the morning. So I was like, what can I do? And I was like, waking up. And then I was like, okay, cool, because it's a Saturday. Most people, because I know if I didn't work it, it's Saturday, obviously. So I was like, okay, let's call it Waking Up with Joseph. And actually, that's how I really just made the name. And then from doing that, once I added Joseph, it made me feel like what's close and dear to my heart. So that's how I actually got into the structure of the show, things of that nature. And it is some things that I need to add on. Because with doing your own thing, you constantly got more ideas. And you're like, oh man, I want to do this, I want to do that. Third, and you just constantly thinking, how can I implement that? How can I do that? So it's some things that I really got in the works. But just to make a long story short, that's how I made the name, and that's when I went to the PD, Miss Beasley. Went to PD, asked her how to do the name change. Thank you, Miss Beasley. And yeah, that's how that happened.
That's good. That's good. So So I know that you like interview people and feature people on your show. How do you go about reaching out to them, and how do you get them on your show, and what makes you pick them?
I'm slow with reaching out. Usually, just like with you, I look most individuals, not most. I say about 40%. I see I move around, meet them at events.
Right.
Other than that, the other 60%, I looked at who I always wanted to interview. Who did I always not just want to meet, but who I always saw as innovative.
Right.
And that's part of the reason. I guess that answers the question too about why the reason why I picked them. It's either they're pushing the culture and whatever that they're doing, they're innovative and they're all, and not just that. I really expect individuality.
Right.
I'm very high on that.
Right.
Because I really hate the fact that many people like to box everything in, and like to keep it, black and white. Add some color to it. You feel me? And not just that, because I know I just said 40, 60%. I'm gonna have to chop off 20 off the 60. The other 20 is artists, and I know it's artists and businesses. I just be online searching for good businesses, for good music. Some people, after I meet them as guests, they refer them to me like, I know Mike and Austin off your channel. I know I need to look him up.
Right.
And yeah, that's about it.
That's good. That's good. So what would you say makes your station unique? What makes your station stand out from all the other stations that are out there?
Are we talking about are we just talking about the show? I know you're saying station, but I'm making sure. Are we just talking about my show or the station?
Your show, I'm sorry.
I'm trying not to be. I don't want to give a statement that's biased. That's why. I know. We all had the big pause like. I don't want to give a biased statement. Right.
I know.
I say this most definitely. One thing I feel like my show offers that I don't see a lot, that I just don't see a lot on the high level.
Right.
It's diversity.
Right.
Even with the name itself, Waking Up with Joseph, I can't name it. It might be something out there, but I haven't seen it.
Right.
From the name to the way that the show is formatted to the music it's played.
Right.
Like you was just in there, you didn't really hear much mainstream music, but it was good music.
Right.
And and one thing that I feel like my show offers, I feel like it actually offers the music that you can actually find when people play this.
Right. Yeah.
Off the music, from a conversational standpoint, it really highlights individuals that really should be on the high. It's many people that we know that's in the industry, in any industry that we all know that should be higher.
Exactly.
And I feel like that show highlights those individuals.
Right.
So I feel like there's some things that show off of and makes it different.
Right. That's good. So what advice would you give to people that are maybe interested in coming into radio, or what advice do you have to give them?
I'm gonna look at the camera for this one. Okay. I know this probably is gonna be the opposite of what any teachers would tell you. Probably, but I'm gonna say this from my route, for what I've noticed from being in this industry. Other than, he said how to get into radio, right? One way, the average way would, you can't go to school, you can't get an internship. What I would say, with this being the time it is and things of that nature, if I was anybody, I would start a YouTube channel, start a podcast.
Right.
From that point, I would try to invite anybody at these stations or something like that to your YouTube channel or for your podcast. Because it's so surprising, and I'm so surprised on so many people that reply back, because you think of these people like they're so hard to reach.
Yeah.
When in reality, when you really just sit down and think about it, they literally just an email away.
Yeah.
Literally. Because just to think about it, most of the people that you would even want to meet, especially with us being media, they need you.
Exactly.
So I mean, when you really put in that perspective, big or little, because most of them, yes, some of them is big, but and that some people, when you're in that position, it's like I still need to get out there more.
Right.
So when you do reach out, it's like, okay, thank you, it's another opportunity.
Exactly.
They don't really view. First off, some people don't even know what the level that you at. So just to, not to get in a long spiel of it, just to answer the question, if I was anybody, if you was trying to get in radio any type of way, form, or fashion, before you even get into radio, I would just start my own.
Right.
First, first show them. First off, get to meet them in person. Get to have that conversation. Get to build a relationship, which is the biggest thing.
Right.
And on top of that, they get to see that with you starting your own, you're not afraid of putting in time and work.
Right.
Because with you starting your own, everybody attracts to that.
Right.
Because one of the main reasons that how we even linked up, we was at KYMD. At the live show, I think that was their first live show.
Right.
He was talking about who made blogs, and he raised our hand, and that's how we started chopping it up.
Right.
We started chopping. So that's one of the main things that I know, at least for me, that's what I look for. But like many people look at that. So just to answer, that answers the question. So yeah.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing. I always tell people, if you want to do something, just start it and get yourself out there. Like networking is key. That's the most important thing to do. You can start something, but if you don't get yourself out there and network, it's not really gonna go nowhere, you know. So that is my biggest thing that I always try to tell other people. So I know you do music.
Right.
Tell us more about that.
I'm an artist. I go by my real name, Joseph Vaughns. Wow. I'm trying, cause you want to say, but you're not trying to seem like cocky or anything when it's really just fact.
Right.
I produce, I mix and master, I make my own artwork. Currently I'm working on a project right now. Follow me, you'll hear more about it. But right now, really recently just been releasing joints here or there. A couple songs out, one is called On the Way, another one is More Less Travel. Check that out when you get the chance. Yeah.
Okay. And could you tell us more about your style in music and your style in rap?
Very universal. Very, very variety. One thing, especially on this project that I've been working on, one thing, if you listen to me, when you get the chance to check me out, you hear that even to the instrumental, to the rapping, to the engineering, it's very, every track has its own individuality. Because one thing I want to showcase is, even as a person, some people only get to get that one shot side and they just paint that, okay, that's 100% them.
Exactly.
I want to make sure in the music that you see, like, I'm not just this one thing. I'm just not this one thing that you saw at 2 o'clock on a Wednesday and in a store. I want you to see that, hey, I'm Joseph Vaughns and it's a lot to Joseph Vaughns. It's a lot to it. It just as a person, as to everybody. So I try my best to make sure to showcase that as an artist.
Right. That's good. That's really good. I wish I could like do music and sing myself.
And first and foremost, I got to commend you. Do a lot. I feel like if you did anything else now, you probably wouldn't sleep. Cause when you got N.Y.A.G, you in school, you got the job. See, just give me a chance to start. See, what else can I? You do so much, Lord. You do so. Cause I'm not trying to leave nothing out. It was something that we even talked about on. You got the internship. Lord, I know, right? See, this is me talking my smack for today. I'm talking my smack. It's you do. Yeah, I'm really thinking about it now. I'm like, man, if I really start naming, this would be about 5 minutes of you just naming what you do. Lord, yeah.
Pray for me. I know.
I want you to get rich somewhere, Lord.
Right.
So I'm gonna let you go.
Is there anything else you want people to know about Joseph Vaughns?
I'm not gonna say specifically about me, but I do want people to know is that please be comfortable in your own skin. What makes you the best is you. There's no competition at all. And I guess in a sense that's me. I guess that's what I came to realization with. What really makes Joseph Vaughns is I finally got to the mind state where it's how can I say, that it's nobody else better than me because it's only
Right.
one me.
Exactly.
And that's what I came to grips with.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that was good. That was really good. So what can we expect next from you?
Lord, you know, life comes every day. All I can say is just expect me.
Right.
Expect me to be a person.
Mm-hmm.
I can't guarantee you nothing else but that.
Right.
Just expect me to be a person because I'm growing every day just like you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's good. So how can we follow you and how can we keep up with Joseph Vaughns if you want to know more?
Everything is Joseph Vaughns. I'm gonna spell it out because Lord have
Yeah.
mercy. I know my spelling not that great, so I'm make sure. Everything is Joseph Vaughns, JOSEPH, VAUGHNS. The only thing that's not that is on Twitter, you add an H to S and a B. The SB stands for Super Bliss. So it's everything Joseph Vaughns. The Twitter is Joseph Vaughns SB.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you, Joseph. I've had such a great time speaking with you today.
Appreciate you.
And I appreciate you for putting me on your show and allowing me to interview you and feature you.
It was a blessing to have, for you to be a part.
Thank you.